Today I'm super excited because we are going to be doing a New Year's Eve makeup transformation. New Year's is right around the corner and I feel like I love to do like glam, kind of over the top makeup looks for New Year's. So I wanted to do a makeup tutorial for you guys. And every single product that I'm going to be using is from the drugstore. This actually wasn't even intentional at first. I just like grabbed products that I wanted to use for the tutorial. And then I realized like 95% of the products I grabbed through drugstore. So I was like, all right, let's just scratch this 5% of high-end stuff, get some drugstore dupes in there, and let's just make it all drugstore so it's nice and affordable. So everything we're going to be using is affordable. I do have a couple ColourPop items. I know sometimes people don't like when I consider ColourPop drugstore, so we'll say all affordable products. But yeah, I'm really excited. I currently have absolutely no plans for New Year's, so let me know down below what your plans are so I can vicariously live through you. I'm sure I'll end up doing something, but I do always like to do kind of like glam, glitter, sort of over-the-top makeup on New Year's. Like, we gotta start 2020 with a bang. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, and click the bell right next to the subscribe button to be notified of all of my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna go in with to prep my skin, this is from Fourth Ray, which is like owned by ColourPop, so it's basically ColourPop. And this is their vitamin C elixir. So I'm gonna go in with this. I've really been loving vitamin C just to kind of like brighten up my skin. So I've been applying it before I do my makeup. I'm just gonna put it on, and this also smells so good, so that helps. And I'm just gonna work it in with my fingers just to prep the skin before we go in with foundation. Also, I need to get this hair out of the way, so excuse me. Alrighty, now for foundation, we're gonna jump in with the Dream Urban Cover from Maybelline. I like this because it is full coverage. I have shade 220 in Natural Beige, so I definitely wanna do like a full coverage look that's going to last all night. So that's why I wanted to go in with this. I hope this matches. Obviously, we're matching my face to my neck, but I haven't used this shade before. I had a different shade, and I thought this one would work better, and now I'm like, I don't know. So let's see. But I think we'll be able to make it work. Oh yeah, that should be fine in comparison to my neck. I also do get people that ask me all the time, like, why don't you self-tan your face? Because it does look weird. Like, obviously my face is so much lighter than the rest of my body. But I honestly just use a lot of exfoliating products. So like sometimes I will self-tan my face, and you'll see it in my videos, like my face will look closer matched to my body because I actually really like the Loving Tan facial tanner. But I have dry skin, so I use a lot of exfoliating products. So I feel like when I put it on, it comes off like pretty quickly, like way faster than the rest of my body does, because I'm always like exfoliating my face and I'm washing it at least twice per day. So that's really the main reason why. So when I first start applying my foundation, it can look a little crazy. Alrighty, up next for concealer, we're gonna jump in with the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. I have the shade Light Beige, and we're gonna place this on our under eyes. We don't want any dark circles popping through, even though we're gonna be up to midnight. Realistically, probably later. Funny little story. I definitely have told this story before, so I'm sure some of you guys know this, but this New Year's Eve, right at midnight, will be me and Steven's 11-year anniversary of since we started dating. Obviously, we got married last year, so it's not like our wedding anniversary, but the anniversary of when we started dating 11 years ago. My husband, Steven, asked me to be his girlfriend right as the ball dropped on the New Year's of switching from like 2008 to 2009. So yeah, this year will be our 11 years. That is a long time. But it's hard because I'm like, well, is our anniversary the 31st or is it January 1st? Because he did it like basically right as the ball was dropping. We were in like, oh my gosh, I don't even know, sophomore year of high school. But we normally just say like January 1st is our anniversary. And also, as soon as he asked me to be his girlfriend, I said yes, and then he said, I love you. So I mean, I guess he knew. 14-year-old, 15-year-old, however old we were, I don't remember. But I guess he knew it was gonna be forever then. I certainly didn't, but he did. Alright, to set that in place, I'm gonna go in with the Covergirl Trublend Banana Powder. You guys know I love this. It is fabulous for brightening up the under eyes. So I'm just gonna go in and set this so our concealer doesn't move throughout the night, and it's gonna help to brighten. Oh my goodness, I went in with a lot. You can definitely bake with this too, but I don't typically do that, but I just went in with a lot, so we're like unintentionally baking the under eyes. And I'm gonna just bring it down my nose and in the other areas that I highlighted with that concealer. Powder like this is definitely not a step you want to skip, especially if you want a makeup look that is going to last all night long. I did pick these products because they are long lasting as well, because typically New Year's is a late night. So I want your makeup to be slaying all night long. So don't skip on setting any liquid product with powder. It is going to help to increase the longevity of the product. And then I'm going to use that same powder, except this is just in the shade medium, to set all over my face. So you guys can tell I like this powder. And I'm just going to use that to set down the foundation. Alrighty, now we're gonna go in and do our eyebrows. I'm gonna go in with the Covergirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Soft Brown. It's not sponsored by Covergirl. It's not sponsored by anybody. I just like a lot of their products. So I'm just gonna go in and sculpt out these brows. that they look nice and fierce for New Year's. And as you guys can see, I definitely go in with a heavier hand towards the tail of my brow and then feather it towards the front so it doesn't look too harsh. Like, it's still bold, but it's not like Sharpie brow. And we're even gonna soften it up with the spoolie in a second. But I do always go back in, spoolie everything out so that everything looks nice. Alrighty, brows are done, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the eyes. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like when I think New Year's, my head instantly goes to like black and silver, smoky eye sort of looks. So the first palette that I could think of when I thought of that was the Smoke Show palette from ColourPop. This palette is like literally perfect for those kind of looks. I haven't got the chance to use this palette yet, so this is actually kind of like a first impressions as well, because it's gonna be my first time using it, but this color palette is literally perfect for the look that I wanna go for. So this is what we're gonna be using today, and it's super affordable. So I'm first gonna go in with this shade right here in Stone Face. So this is like a lighter silver shade, so I'm going to just buff that into my crease so we have a transition color down before we go in with deeper colors, because I do want to make this like a deep kind of smoky eye. But you don't just want to go in with like the darkest shade in the palette right off the bat, unless you're like an expert blender, then like maybe, but if I did it, it would like be an absolute hot mess. So we're not going to do that today. And we're going to build up our color gradually. Next, we're going to go in with Ignite, and we're going to use this to start to build up the crease. So this does have a slight shimmer to it, but I feel like on New Year's, you got to do shimmer, you got to do glitter. So we're going to be using a lot of glitter actually in this look. So typically I use mattes in my crease, but I think this is fine for this look. So I wanted to do something a little different, and it's not even coming off super glittery or anything at all. It's actually a really, really pretty shade. So I'm gonna just blend this back and forth, windshield wiper motions in that crease area. And the same thing on the other side as well. It has honestly been a really long time since I've done like a silver smoky eye. Like, I don't normally use like blacks and silvers. I'm more of like a browns and golds kind of girl, but I figured this would be pretty to do something different, because you can definitely do browns and golds for New Year's too. And of course there's like 100 tutorials on my channel of brown smoky eyes. So if you want to do that, I have a lot of tutorials of that already, but not many with silver. All right, now we're going to start to build up that outer corner depth. So I am going to go in with the deepest shade, which is Let's Do It. And this is a matte color. So I'm going to pack this on the outer crease. I'm literally just going in with like the smallest amount. Like, I am building up as I go, which will make it much easier to work with. And I'm going to kind of build out the shape that I want to go with my eye. So kind of that like triangle shape on my outer corner, and gently start to bring it into the crease. Right now I'm not that worried about blending. I'm more so worried just like packing the color down. We're gonna go in with a different brush that's a little bit fluffier to blend everything out. But I do like to pack on the color first to get that depth. All right, so now that we've packed the color down, we're gonna blend. So to do that, I'm gonna mix together the darkest shade as well as this shade. So I'm gonna mix them both together just to lighten it a little bit to help everything blend seamlessly. And we're just gonna go in and bring everything into our crease and blend everything out so that there aren't harsh lines. And again, I'm just going in with a small amount of product and building up as needed. You don't want to go in with too much when you're using these deep shades like this. Now I'm going to jump in with Night Dream, which this is a black with a little bit of shimmer. And I'm going to use that on a very tiny angled brush and pack that on the lower lash line very tight. And then we're going to go in with the lighter shade to blend it out. So just getting that up really close to the lash line. And then I'm going to go in with Full Metal, which is the shade right in the middle here. Also a shimmer shade, and use that on the lower lash line to blend everything together. Yes! Oh my gosh, this looks really pretty. I love the shimmer. I'm so used to using mattes like to do this, but we all need a little shimmer in our life, especially on New Year's. All right, now for all over the lid, we're gonna go in with Starstruck, which is the pretty like true silver. And I'm gonna go in with a damp flat brush to do this. Dampening the brush will really help to pack on the color. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Okay, this is so pretty. Ah! Dang, she is pigmented. So we are just gonna sculpt out the lid with this. Wow, this shade is so pretty. ColourPop did that. Ooh, girl. As I get closer to that deepness in my outer corner, I wanna keep that. So I'm just gonna lightly tap the brush to kind of seamlessly blend it into that darker color. Obviously they're two completely different colors, but if you just kind of seamlessly tap them like this, it won't look as harsh and it'll kind of look a little bit more gradient. Wow, this is so pretty. I have a liquid eyeshadow that I was gonna go in with, like a liquid kind of glitter all over the lid, but now I'm like, I don't even know if I need that because this shade is really, really pretty and pigmented on its own. But I'm gonna just go pack it on my other eye And using a damp brush is gonna help to have it adhere to the lid best, because I'm really getting like little to no fallout with this shade, even though there's so much glitter. But that dampness is definitely helping. To highlight, I'm gonna jump in with the matte white, and I'm just gonna pop that beneath the brow bone, just to highlight that out. And I'm gonna pop that in the inner corners as well. All right, obsessed. I am gonna go in with the liquid glitter because I feel like why not? Obviously, I don't really think we need it. Like, you would probably be fine without it, but I do wanna try this. This is the Crystal Fusion Liquid Eyeshadow. This is from Koki, and the shade on this is Stardust. So this is just gonna help to add a little bit more glitter. So I'm just gonna tap this on the lid. Oh, this is actually really pretty, this glitter. It's more of like a subtle glitter, but up close you can definitely see it, and it does add a bit more sparkle. So I do actually really like this. I'm glad I used it. Because I feel like the silver from ColourPop is more so metallic, where this is like glitter. You know, like there is a difference. So these two together is beautiful. And I'm just like tapping it on the lid like so, just to add the sparkles. And I do have a discount code actually with Koki. It's just code Kelly, which I believe gets you 25% off. And their stuff is already affordable to begin with. But I do have that code if you guys are interested in their products. All right, so that looks beautiful. I'm honestly living for this eye look. I am gonna go in with liner. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. H2O proof eyeliner pencil, or not pencil, eyeliner pen. It's a liquid liner. And so I'm just gonna go in and do a thin line with this. I basically just wanna have this down because we are gonna go in with lashes. So we gotta disguise that lash band. Alrighty, now for lashes, we're gonna go in with the Salon Perfect 663s. These are my favorite dramatic drugstore lash. You guys get them at Walmart. They're my faves. So that's what we're gonna use today. The lash band on these is super light, so they are very easy to apply. So that's why I love them. So they're great for beginners or people that love makeup and wear it all the time. If you want a lash that's a little less bold, I love their 614 lash as well. That's the one that I always wear. This one is just a little bit bolder for like night out sort of situation, but if you like a little less, their 614s are really nice. All right, now for in our waterline, we're gonna jump in with the L'Oreal Silk Kiss-Me liner and just pop this in the waterline, just to keep everything nice and black. And gonna tight line up here as well. And then I'm just going in with the Covergirl Uncensored mascara just to blend my natural lashes in with the falsies so there's no separation. All right, now to finish up the face, we're gonna go in and bronze first. I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Bronze Please bronzer. You guys know I always use this, but it's honestly like the best bronzer, like drugstore, high-end, anything. I love this. So I'm just gonna go in and bronze up the face with this. It also has a really nice scent to it, so it's gonna make your face smell nice, you know? To contour, I'm gonna go with a matte bronzer though. So I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer. This is in the shade Ticket to Brazil. And I'm gonna contour out my cheekbones with this and my nose as well. For my blush, I'm gonna jump in with this ColourPop Super Shock Blush in Drop of a Hat. And I'm gonna pop this onto my cheekies, like so. And then for highlight, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Master Chrome in Molten Gold. This is an old favorite, but a goodie. And I'm going to highlight my cheekbones with this, so we glow to the gods. This is one of my favorite drugstore highlights. I'm gonna bring it down my nose, above my Cupid's bow. A little bit of everywhere for New Year's Eve. And then last, we have our lips. So one of my favorite lip combos recently has been this e.l.f. x Nabella little duo here. We have a lip liner and a liquid lipstick, and I honestly love the shade. It's like perfect. So I'm gonna line my lips with the liner, or shall I say overline my lips with the liner. Then I'm gonna go in with the liquid lipstick all over. It's actually really nice because it dries down to a matte, but it's not like super, super drying on the lips. But it's gonna last, you know, if you're eating, drinking, whatever, it should last longer than like a classic lipstick would. And then I do want to do a gloss as well. So I'm gonna go in with Revlon Super Lustrous The Gloss in the shade Lean In. It's like this pretty pinky shade. And I'm gonna just go over with this. Oh, so pretty. Just to give me a nice glossy look to my lips. And this lip gloss is nice because it's not sticky like in consistency. It's very smooth, like it feels like Vaseline or something, so I like that. And then to set everything down, we're gonna lastly go in with the Makeup Revolution Hyaluronic Fix Spray and just set our face with this. Woo! And this does have hyaluronic acid in it, so it will help to hydrate and plump your skin throughout the night. All right, you guys, so this is the completed New Year's look. I love the way this came out, and the fact that it's all drugstore makeup just goes to show that you don't need to spend a lot of money to really get a beautiful look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little transformation tutorial. Definitely let me know down below what your New Year's plans are and how you plan to do your makeup. And this will be my last upload in 2019, so I want to thank you guys for such an amazing 2019. I believe my next upload will be on January 1st, so the first day of 2020. So look forward to that. But thank you guys for amazing 2019. I'm super excited for 2020. I hope you guys are as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!